We weighed iconic fast food menu items in the US and the UK and compared their prices to see which country is getting the most for its money. This is Food Wars.
In the UK, a small cheese pizza will cost you $11.99, which is around $15.54. That's a price per square inch of 21.8 cents.
Small in the US, $9.49, which is about 12 cents per square inch. I know I got a small, but apparently they're also doing small peppers with the small pizzas. Look how small this is. Skimping on the peppers, eh, Papa?
An XXL cheese pizza in the UK will cost you around $23.32, which is a price of 12.3 cents per square inch.
USA's extra large, $15.49. That cannot be right. Sprinkle a little math on that, that's 7.7 cents per square inch. That is so cheap.
So what can we take away from this? Well, in both countries, the more pizza you buy, the cheaper it gets. In the US, the price per square inch of a small is 55% more than an extra large, and in the UK, it shoots up to a huge 77% more.
I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, that's how they get you. They pretty much are tricking you into getting more pizza because it's cheaper per square inch. So you're going, oh, I'll just get the extra large instead. And then a year later, you're fat. Whoops, it was such a good deal.
In the UK, that's $1.95 per 100 grams. In the US, that's $2.36 per 100 grams. That makes them 21% more expensive in the US.
I'm going to weigh the Big Mac and see if there is any difference in size. Not sure there will be, but let's find out. Find out how much a large fries weighs in the UK.
That's a cost of $1.94 per 100 grams in the UK. That makes them 14% cheaper in the US.
Next up for the US is our large, which is a 14-inch diameter.
100 square inches of pizza in the UK would cost $15. 100 square inches of pizza in the US would cost $9.70. That makes it 35.3% cheaper in the US.
We want to make sure that you're getting the same amount of filling as you do in the US here in the UK. So what we've got here is a foot-long Italian BMT on hearty Italian with lettuce and olives. We're going to weigh it to see if the quantities are the same. All right.
BMT.
We're going to weigh the large fries to see the comparison between UK and US.
That makes them 15% more expensive in the US. Per 100 grams, the US Whopper is 6% cheaper.
This is a crunchy beef taco supreme in the UK.
The UK price is $5.18 per 100 grams. That makes it 49% cheaper in the US.
This is a UK chicken quesadilla.
That's 27% cheaper in America.
This is a Crunchwrap Supreme in the UK. This has an estimated weight and it should weigh 146 grams if the website's ingredients information is correct. But ours actually weighs 154 grams, so we're actually getting more than expected.
We're about a hair over 150. Okay.
We're going to weigh the cup and then also the extras to see if what you get really is a bonus or if it actually all adds up to the supposed total. 165.
So first we'll do the scale, right? So this is supposed to be 411 grams. Let's see what we got. What is this, 170? Woof, guys, that's not even close.
So our regular cup of fries actually only contained 165 grams, which is less than half of what you're supposed to get. We're going to weigh the rest of the fries to see if that makes up the difference. So even with all the bag fries which we assigned to the regular portion, we're still only looking at 276 grams, which is well below the portion size you're supposed to be getting for a regular.
Excellent idea, Harry. I will do the same. Now we are up to 275. Still not even, it's supposed to be 411?
So it looks like we've been a bit shortchanged on the fries, Because it was all given to us in one big bag, it's hard to tell which portion came out small. So what we're going to do is add the little fries to this one, get a total figure for all 3 portions, and then figure out how much we've been shortchanged overall. So we've done the maths, and between our large, regular, and little fries, including the bag fries, we only got 830 grams. However, we were supposed to get 1,220 grams, which means we've been shortchanged by roughly a third here.
With the rest of the bag fries, the large and the little. So they gave us 851 grams of fries total. They're supposed to give us 1,225. Hey Siri, 851 is what percentage of 1,225?
About 69.4693%.
69%. Nice.
So at least in our case, it seems as if the generosity of Five Guys has been a bit overstated. Maybe they just overfill smaller containers so you kind of think you're getting more than you should be, whereas in reality, if you measure it all, you're actually maybe getting less. So we're going to weigh this burrito half at a time to see what the total is. In the UK, we can only get one size of guac on the side. It's supposed to be 4 ounces. We're going to measure it to check if that's the case.
That's a price of $3.58 per 100 grams in the UK. The US version is therefore 26% cheaper.
So which country gets more pizza for its money? In the UK, a large cheese pizza will cost you £15.99. That's a price of 15 cents per square inch.
The US large hand-tossed cheese pizza is about $13.99, which is about 9 cents per square inch, making it about 40% cheaper than the same pizza in the UK.
We're going to weigh the double ShackBurger to find out if it's actually the same size in the UK as it is in the US.
Oh man, ours weighs a lot less, significantly less. What's up with that, Shake Shack?
In the UK, we can only get fries in one size, and this is it.
In the US, we also have only one size of fries. Let's see how much they're. What I meant to say was, let's see how much they weigh.
So our portion of fries came to around 188 grams.
What? Is this 188? Ours is like a little over 100. Like when I say 105, I might be generous. It's a lot less.
100 grams of donut in the UK is costing you $5.96. That makes the American donut 56% cheaper.
That might not make too much sense to compare just one Munchkin in the UK and the US because I'm sure they're all slightly different shapes and sizes. However, what we could do is measure 24 Munchkins here and 24 Munchkins there and hope that it provides a kind of overview of the average weight.
This right here is a standard USA Krispy Kreme classic glazed donut. I want to bite into you so bad. But before that, let's weigh it.
Per 100 grams of glazed donut in the UK, you're paying $4.39. That makes the American donuts 6% more expensive.
We're going to weigh 10 plain wings in the UK and do the same in the US to see how they match up. So 10 plain wings in the UK came to 290 grams, which is an average of 29 grams per wing.
Oh, way higher, dude. 360 grams. I needed my calculator app to determine what 360 divided by 10 is, and it is, in fact, 36 grams.
Wow.
So our average is 36 grams per wing here in the US.
So 5 plain tenders in the UK weighs 230 grams.
200 what? Way over 300 on this one. Bigger chunks of meat over here in the US. Bigger, tender chunks of meats.
That's not a good look for fries. How do I get this back in?
Just like that.
And the large portion came to 255 grams.
Our regular is bigger than your large, UK.
Dips in the UK only come in one size, and it's regular. We're going to weigh a cup of ranch to see how much we get.
Now the big boy, I couldn't even guess how much this container weighs.
What's your best guess?
Before I do this,
Yeah.
closer to 300. This is heavy. This is like half a bottle of ranch. Bro, it is 440. 440 grams of ranch.
Okay.